Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Baba Gbagedemo TV. I am Sani Tolakomi Ajikade. First, here the major headlines for the national news. No single government can solve Nigeria's problem, says Buhari. Again, Buhari's government drops in corruption ranking. Gbajabiamila to sign warrants of arrest on Emefiele on Tuesday. ISWAP distributes old Naira notes to passengers on Bono Highway. EFCC arrests holders of new Naira notes. Explosion rocks Bauchi. And lastly, on sports, my future rests with Arsenal, not Reims Balogun. Now hear the news in details. President Muhammadu Buhari has said no single government can solve Nigeria's problem. Buhari said the efforts of successive governments is required to resolve Nigeria's challenges. He spoke at a State of Nation dialogue on security, economy and administration of justice in Abuja, organized by the Nigerian Bar Association. Represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, Buhari reminded lawyers that they owe the nation some responsibilities. He said, I would say no one government in Nigeria can solve the country's problem. But as we build on the precedent set by the successive government, no discarding completely what has been put in place, we would, in cause of our desire to build a Nigeria of our dreams, be able to pick one or two things on which we concentrate and move on. Nigeria's problem has been blamed on past governments since 1999. Nigeria has again fallen by 4 places on the latest Corruption Perception Index, CPI, ranking released by Transparency International (TI) on Tuesday. Although in the 2022 ranking, Nigeria scored 24 out of 100 points, it fell from 150 to 154th, out of 180 countries assessed in the 2022 ranking. The CPI is TI's tool for measuring the levels of corruption in the systems of various countries around the world. A country can solve maximum points 100 points, and the list is 0. 0 signifies the worst performing government, and 100 is the best rank. The latest ranking may indicate that President Muhammadu Buhari's fight against corruption has yet to yield enough result. As the 2 former governors were pardoned in April 2022, the Supreme Court affirmed that the convictions are sentencing, and they are yet to serve the half the length of their jail time. Also, the corruption has continued to penetrate the public and private sector, despite the government's efforts to deter the menace. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, is expected to publicly sign the warrant of arrest against the embattled governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, during Tuesday plenary, except there is intervention between tonight and tomorrow. Chairman House Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Honorable Benjamin Kalu, who disclosed this during an exclusive interview with Nigerian Tribune, affirmed that the House leader, Honorable Ali Hassan Ado-Doguwa, had a meeting with the President Muhammadu Buhari, during which he briefed him on the House resolution and the need for the CBN governor to honor the House invitation on the new cash withdrawal limit and cash swap policy. He also disclosed that the CBN governor had at no time briefed the Parliament on any of the policies rolled out since he assumed office. Hence, it becomes necessary to compel him to brief the Parliament in line with Section 8, subsection 4 of the CBN Act. Suspected members of the Islamic State of West African Province has distributed huge amounts of old Naira notes to scores of commuters in the Lake Chad Basin ahead of the deadline of the Central Bank of Nigeria cashless policy, sources have said. Our correspondent gathered that the incident occurred after Mairari village along the Maiduguri-Manguno highway on Saturday in Guzamala local government area of Borno State. A source told the Daily Trust in Maiduguri that the ISWAP members were dressed in military camouflage and drove two gun trucks. A resident, Bakuwa Ibrahim, said the insurgents positioned themselves under a tree and stood by the roadside with bags of old Naira notes. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission says it has arrested members of the syndicate of currency recruiters holding and trading in the risk-designed Naira notes in Abuja. EFCC spokesperson Wisdom Uwujare said in a statement on Monday that the operations were carried out in the Zone 4 and the axis of the Federal Capital Territory between Saturday and Monday. According to the Commission, the operation followed intelligence on activities of the unscrupulous currency speculators who were exploiting desperate citizens by offering them the new Naira note for foreign currencies at below going rates. The action came a day after the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, said the bank would collaborate with law enforcement agencies like EFCC and Independent Corrupt Practices and other related offenses commission to track such evil withdrawals. The CBN also extended in the deadline for the validity of the old 200 Naira, 500 Naira, 1000 new Naira note from January 31st to February 14th. February 10th, many Nigerians had called for the extensions due to the scarcity of the new note, despite claims by the CBN that it has circulated enough of such. An explosion suspected to be from a dynamite has destroyed a house, mosque and school in Azari town, headquarters of Katangum local government area of Bauchi State. The State Commissioner of Police, Aminu Aliazan, disclosed this on Monday at the Palace of Emir of Katangum, Alhaji Umar Farooq II, and the Palace of the Galandima Katangu, Alhaji Usman Mahmoud Abdullah, when he accompanied Bauchi State Governor, Senator Bala Mohammed, to commiserate with the victims. It said that it was accidental explosion and no life was lost, but 3 buildings were damaged. The CP said the explosion occurred after some people cleared the grasses and garbage in the area and burned them. We suspected maybe explosive device like dynamite was buried in the area for more than 3 decades because the road construction company once lived in that place and sometimes come back with when Boko Haram attacked Azare Palace. And that concludes the national news for this hour. But before we go, here's some of the major headlines once again. No single government can solve Nigeria's problem. Again, Buhari's government dropped in corruption ranking. Gbajabiamila to sign warrant of arrest on Emefiele on Tuesday. ISWAP distributes old Naira notes to passengers on Borno Highway. EFCC arrests holders of new Naira notes. Explosion rocks Bauchi. To join us on all our social media handles on Facebook as Gbagedemo with Alawi Adebayo, please follow the page and share the page. And on Instagram as Gbagedemo_22. Please follow the page and share the page as well. And on YouTube as Baba Gbagedemo TV. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn your post notification bell. And for your advert, please call the number displayed on the screen. Thanks so much for always watching our news on BGI TV. I'm Sanut Olakomi Ajikade. Bye for now. Audio Jungle.